everyone! Summer is in full swing. I've been working now for 2 months and there's only 2 months left of summer, so we're halfway there. I'm definitely not ready to go back to school yet, but work is starting to get a little tiring. But summer is here. It is finally warm here in my hometown, so I've been spending a lot of time outside, but I have not braved the waters of Lake Superior yet. They're a little too icy still. So it's a lot harder in the summer for me to make videos, and obviously since I don't have anything, I'm nowhere close to Queen's to be able to film goods or Queen's campus in general, I'll definitely make a lot less videos in the summer. But something happened this week that I thought would be really good to talk about in a video. So in the last week or so, the incoming class of commies got their new schedules for first semester and for second semester. So once again, Queen's Commerce, the first 2 years are general. So all of your commerce course schedules are kind of put together for you in both first year and second year. So in first year, you don't have to do absolutely anything in the summer. You just get your schedule sent to you. You can relax all summer, no messing around with course selection. And then in second year, your commerce schedule gets sent to you, and you just have to pick 2 electives that fit in your commerce schedule that you've already received. So the first and second years got their new schedule, so everyone's just been chattering away about those, and I've finally gotten to see what the schedules looked like. So I thought I would share some of those with you guys today and talk a bit about my opinions of what I think the schedules are like. So if you're a part of any of the Facebook class of whatever groups, you'll notice that a lot of people right now in first and second year are trying to switch sections with people, and they're all asking, what section are you in, what section? So you might be thinking, what's a section? So when they send everyone your schedules, there's usually about 450 students in a year, and then they split you up into 6 or 7 sections. So each section is a kind of group of 80 people that all have the same schedule. So all of first year, you'll have all of your classes with that same core group of 80 people, unless some of those people decide to switch out or they have to move things around for their arts and science elective. But most of the time, you'll see those same 80 people in all of your classes throughout first year. I really liked the section format, as even though I only really got to meet those 80 people, the 80 people was still a lot of people. So throughout the year, I was still getting to know the people in my section. I found it was a really nice way to really get to know a group of people. For working in groups and stuff, you kind of usually knew someone that you were put into a group with just because they were in all of your classes all the time. Now, to find out what section you're in, if you're looking at your schedule on Solus, where you can look at the weekly schedule and stuff, usually all the courses will have your course code, so COM 103, and then it'll say -005. So that means that for the class COM 103, you are in section 5. So if it's COM 161-003, so for COM 161, you're in section 3. So usually you will be in all the same section for all your classes, so they'll all say 005 or 4 or whatever it is, so that's how you know what section you're in. Now, you're not stuck in that section if you are a really big morning person and you find that you have a lot of classes later in the evening, or you hate waking up in the morning and you want to have more afternoon classes. You do have the opportunity to swap with someone else in your year. So if you're in section 2 and you want all of your classes to be in section 3 because you like that schedule better, you just have to find someone else that's in the opposite situation where they want to go from 3 to 2. Swap student numbers, email the Commerce office with your student numbers and saying which classes you want to switch, and then they will do that for you. I'm not exactly sure how that process works just because I never switched any of my classes, but that's how I've been told that people do it. So I didn't change my schedule in first year or second year just because I didn't want to have to go through the hassle of finding someone to switch with and moving everything around. I was in section 5 for both first year and second year, and I really liked the schedules for that whole period. I usually only maximum had 2 morning classes during the week, and I didn't have any really late classes. I only had 1 night class that I had to deal with that I actually enjoyed having it in the evening. In second semester of second year, I actually didn't have any class on Fridays at all, which was really nice, and I know a lot of people like that just because if they want to go home for the weekend, if they live in the Southern Ontario or Ottawa or anything like that, they could go home for 3 days instead of just Saturday and Sunday. So here is one of the schedules for September of 2015 for the class of 2019, so that's the incoming first years. And as you can see from this schedule, this is a section 3 schedule. So looking at this first semester schedule, I would actually not mind this schedule at all. You only have 2 morning classes. You only have 1 class that goes until 5:30. Personally, I like to keep my classes earlier in the day so that dinner time and after that I can use to study or hang out with friends, stuff like that. All of the days are kind of for the most part balanced out. Obviously you have a couple, those 2 days, Tuesday and Friday, where you have 3 classes in one day, but really that's still not very much. Now this is also the second semester schedule for Section 3, and this is where I would personally switch some of these courses around. I'm not a huge fan of having those 3 days where you don't finish until 5:30. I really like finishing earlier in the day, even though I still don't like those 8:30. So you only have one 8:30 with this schedule, but then you also have to hang around on campus until 5:30. So kind of when I like eating earlier, and it would kind of really mess with my eating habits and stuff like that. So I'd probably change at least one of those classes so that I'm not finished so early in the day. So as you can see from the schedule, you do have situations where you have back-to-back classes, and I know most of your classes are all going to be in Goods Hall, but then you might, if you have electives or the Econ 110 class, those are in different buildings around campus. So obviously you're thinking, how am I going to get to those classes in time? Even if I'm in Goods Hall, I still have to run to the different classrooms. So usually your courses, or most of the professors at Queen's will end classes either 10 to 15 minutes early so that you do have lots of time to organize your stuff and kind of get to your next class. If you do have back-to-back classes, I definitely recommend that you carry all the binders and everything you need for those classes when you leave residence or you leave your house, just because you don't want to go running back to residence and then you're just going to be running all over campus, and just carry everything with you at once. The most back-to-back classes you'll usually have are 2 or 3. And usually that's not too much stuff that you should be having to carry around. Now I haven't made my schedule yet. I'm still kind of figuring out what courses I want to take, and my enrollment appointment is on the 17th of July, so I still have a week and a half until I get to choose, put my courses in the schedule and see if everything fits. But at the moment I'm looking at taking 4 commerce courses and 2 arts electives in the fall, and then obviously I'm going on exchange to Slovenia in the winter, and I don't have to choose those courses until about November, and I kind of do it through the University of Ljubljana, kind of through their course selection process and everything for that. So there's your information about schedules. I hope that any incoming students like their schedule that they've received, and any upper years, good luck with figuring out how to get everything to fit together. Future commerce students, I hope this kind of showed you what a typical schedule looks like and how empty the week feels with no mandatory tutorials or anything like that, like 3-hour labs. It's definitely really nice only having about 15 hours of class a week. There's lots of time to work on group projects and have meetings and be part of lots of cool stuff around Queen's Commerce and Queen's University. So I will talk to you guys next time. I will probably make a video after I've figured out my schedule, just talking about what courses I'm taking and where I am going in this Queen's Commerce degree. But other than that, I hope everyone is enjoying their summer and that it's nice and warm where you are, or you go on vacation to get somewhere hot and relax a bit. But I will see you guys next time. Bye!